Have any way of bypassing me?
They're looking for a player that, I mean, maybe this is the player, desperation play. They've got to try and find someone. They're smoking up, moving towards the pit. Chad has gone in. They know they're taking Roshan. Can they do anything about it? KP gets on the corner, pops the BKB. Grok will get a successful kill here on the Reach Doctor. But KP now can make a kill streak. He's still fighting in the pit. They'll get a Viper strike onto KP, but it doesn't matter because March and Q are joining forces to take down the Tusk. And now they just turn onto us. She's trying to desperately do something, sitting there, slapping away at QO. It doesn't matter. The PA is poisoned up, but he's still going to live there. 4 heroes dying on the side of Archon. They only lose the win. It's a triple kill for QO. 20-9. What are you going to do as Archon at this point?
He's staying in the trees.
He's not going to try and work out for this one. I think he might need to let go. No, he's going to try and turn it around. But now they're trying to play it here with Chap with the ultimate. Allowing Grok to continue to fight, but this Q is incredibly tanky with the soul booster. The war's plenty up, and now the cooldown coming through. Q's picked himself out, but he's March who's stuck in the midst of it all. March will go down now with Frogboat, and Usher, the BKB looking for nuts. He's going to find another kill, bringing down the Shadow Demon. KP's trying to turn this one around, though. Snowball drawn up to Q. Trying to bring down the court. Grok coming in, brings him in. It's going to be another kill. It's a 4-for-1, and this decided Team Archon easily coming out on top. What a fight for the side. And MVP just falling apart now. We're looking at the fighting count, a massive swing. 3k gold difference coming out of that one, and over 3k in terms of XP. What a fight from Archon, and I've got to say, it all just started off with that perfect juice of the gun.
Oh, they get their courier as well. It was 3,400 hold on that. That was Yasha and more items, I think. I think it was KP's Yasha and something else.
Look, there's an anti-mage on your base, ladies and gentlemen. Grok getting himself up, but they're sticking around. Continue to fight. KP's just going to take a total set of threats here. But do not get 2 kills here. Maybe it doesn't matter if Archon are aggressive enough to take a set of threats themselves. Keep right up now with the call from the Frogboat. Shadow Demon is down, and now they're going to look for a set of threats. They have to. But look at this. Look at this. KP's just continuing to go to their base. He's going to look for a second set of threats. Archon, we might know the fight. Corners up on the side. And then he ready from them. They continue to fight as much as they can. They take down the triple kill here. Grok now with the QO. Well, look at the base. KP, what's he going to do next? He could go for the bottom set. Look for Vegas. It's going to be Archon. They're looking to finish the game here. They're going for the finish. QO's back. He buys back. He blocks the BKB. He's going to be very careful about losing his life here. This is an incredibly tense part of the game. And they're just getting low. They're taking down one tier 4. They're looking for the second. But at the same time, the damage from KP. He's going for the second tier 4 here in the mid lane. The buyback comes out from Trust. He's going to look for the defense. Maybe not to stop KP. He needs to stop this anti-base. But KP just continues. Tier 4 going to go down, but on the other side, the Grove's exposed as well. They're going to pull the Guardian Angel, continue to hit it. But us, he's been hexed up. He can't get the damage out of the throne. He's going to kill himself. He needs to get himself back to base. He commits suicide. Buys back. Goes for the sorcerer. He's going to kill him. He's getting Archon the hell out of their base. Buyback from Charabox as well, because they need to defend their own fountain. What the hell's going on, Andy?
Okay.
Ready? In this hero solo jumping forward. He's got the BKB. He needs this one. Goes for the black hole, only catching March. And now Vet is left to be able to get a potential relocate, but he needs to use it soon. The Vet goes off, and they do manage to keep their BKB alive. March is going through hero after hero. Solo's just hoping to be able to get something. He does get one before he goes down. At the same time, the Bristol in the back now cleaned up by Pasha, who's going to jump forward for another one. The buyback for the Queen of Pain seems to be working out, but a nice relocate save out from Febby. He held on to that one for a while, chose not to try and use it for the Bristleback. Seemed to be the right play. In the end, saves the Razor instead.
But at the same time, what a fight by Vega. Able to instantly blow up the Lina before she's able to cast the single spell.
Don't tell me, Febby. Is he gonna get out of here? Oh no! The Glimmer Cape walk away and TP out Vega Squadron. We're stumped on that one.
Yeah, but they are gonna get the Roshan on the back of this. This is how Vega comes back into the fight, because
once again, and go for that bottom melee racks. Sure enough, there's the relocate. They're going to try and trade this one up. They get the melee racks, and we'll trade that one away from Roshan. I think MVP will be happy. Unfortunately, the glyph is there, and MVP, they're going to have to relocate back, it seems like, without this one. Spend some quality farming time. March is almost finished off his missile. He's got 3,500 TP in. He could be in some serious troubles. Now Pasha joins in. The big damage dealer is here. March now pops his BKB. Mag is also here on the side in order to stop Febby from being able to get a good relocate, but it's still up, and he's going to make the play now. Then comes in Febby. No, the batteries don't stop them, and that means they will both end up falling. Vega Squadron now on the march straight through the mid lane to try and end this game too. But Pasha just seems to be a beast in the front lines. He's got that Aegis and is willing to
mid. Oh, and they go for the relocate in this mid too, and they're putting so much pressure, they immediately force the buyback. But if March goes down,
he needs to be locked up in a hook shot. They need to be able to get the relocate out, but it's not there in time. March is down for 100 seconds.
So they're like, we have to go for this. There's not a better option that we're going to get. March is down for another 30 seconds. They do have Glyph available to them, and just taking a look at the buyback, I mean, MVP Phoenix.
Yeah, they're just hoping. I think they're going to have to give up this mid lane. Raxel is actually going to come in. He really wants to go to win this fight right here, right now. He's going to go for the Razor and the Blitz. They get a bolt. There's going to be some buybacks, but QO's down as well. Both the Razor and the leader are being forced into a buyback. The Bristleback up in just 5 seconds. The Melee Rax is going to go down soon. But the Sleight of Fist coming out. Does a bit of chip damage both QO and Kaipu, but no, they actually can't get the Melee Rax out. They're going to be caught here. QO is going to be able to get the spin up on Mag. He has no force down play. There's only a shot right, one shot to the side. KP out. Does he actually get away from this one? No, the Eel Scepter is there in time. QO stops him dead in his tracks, and they get the kill in the end. 2 down on the side of Vega Squadron, and the Wisp is coming up in 25. Perhaps it's now MVP Phoenix's turn to be on the offense.
Has to just be the first one popped off because they can't lose anybody else.
That tier 3 tower is already solo. First bit of damage after the Sonic Wave, and Sleight of Fist is there, but the tier 3 tower will be going down, and March still looks plenty healthy. Now they're chains. They're just trying to stall this damage up as much as possible. March is down to about a half HP. QO comes in, tries to go for single Slayer. Now the Echo Slave on oh my god! Pasha's knocked down! Still great to save! Pasha might just be able to get out the resident away! KP desperately needs that kill, but he can't get another resident to jump out, and he is fine, but March doesn't care. He goes straight for the last tier 4 tower. MVP Phoenix, they're fighting for their lives here in the TI Wildcard Series. Pasha comes back, ready to go, ready to rumble. Sleight of Fist gets laid out on 2. Solo's coming forward, locks down KP. He is down, and he does not have a buyback. He's down for 2 minutes. The throne is completely exposed. The Melee Rax is open too, but MVP Phoenix are going to be forced into yet another retreat. That Vector's protection is gone, and that relocate play could be an all-in for MVP Phoenix available. That's why Vegas will try to back out, but it's too late. They've already locked down Solo. He's going to be taken out. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, March desperately trying to go for that Melee Rax Mega Creep. He really wants it, but Pasha is taking care of the rest of the enemy team inside the Radiant base. It goes for QO. Eel Scepter being locking him down. The Melee Rax stays alive inside the entire base, and Vega Squadron, if they can get away from Pasha, this will be a win. But Pasha being locked down by the Basher. March is now locked up, and Pasha will be able to get out to keep their Melee Rax alive, but they're still stuck in a situation where they can't push in.
Yeah, March being able to solo hold them back from being able to win, and his buyback's about to cool down at the same time, and now Vega's in such a precarious situation because if they lose that Mega Creep, or that last Melee Rax, it's going to be really difficult for them to come back from this disadvantage, but Vega's going to go for their own Rax right now, but I don't even think MVP are too concerned about this because what matters to them more is the fact that they're going to have buybacks soon, and the fact that their throne is untouched.
Yeah, the Earthshaker is a big critical March. You've got to be careful here. They can't afford to let him go down. Benny with the save. He's going to be there with the heals. Now no one actually gets smashed up with BK being active, but he does manage to get the blink away. It looks like David Slayer is going to be completely forfeit here. Pasha turns around, gets another good chase in order to protect his ally.
I actually think
MVP just there goes the relocate in. They're going to try and go for that Melee Rax. There goes the hook shot. They're trying to lock down March desperately. He's at half HP, but he drops the BKB. March straight for the Melee Rax. 1, 2, 3 more. Oh, the misses. Able to get just before he dies. He picks up Vegas, and he's got a buyback to be able to defend. Vega Squadron are now left with the prospect of either defending against Mega Creeps or going for the all-in.
They're pinging right now onto the throne. They're saying we have to go for this right now. There's not a whole lot of opportunities. Once those creep waves build up, it's going to be so difficult for them to hold because the only one that can reliably clear things here
is able to take it down. But Vega Squadron, desperate for being able to get this clean 2-0 up against MVP Phoenix, who are fighting for their lives here in this TI tournament. Vega Squadron start going for their tier 4 towers. MVP Phoenix just trying to slow them down as much as possible. There goes the buyback up from March. Hooks on in. Oh, Mag, he perhaps is a bit too deep. Managed to get off the Laguna Black, but Mag is still alive. March, meanwhile, trying to go for Pasha. Locked out by the Echo Slam. Pasha dropping low. It's going to be good. He doesn't drop. He gets the remnant out with the Rax. The throne is exposed. They went for the relocate. Pasha trying to make the defense here. Nobody creeps going for the creeps, but no, the throne is dying. 700 HP. That's all that's left. QO desperate to be able to get this one. 200 HP. It's over. MVP Phoenix. They get game number 2, and they push it. They push it to a game 3. The only way you would see this series going is to a game number 3 between these two teams.
I don't even care who wins right now. After that game, MVP Phoenix time and time again, they get rebuffed, eventually just outmaneuvering Vega, who puts up a brilliant fight throughout the entire game. Defense after defense. They pushed it to the wire with that Divine Rapier. Pasha didn't even lose. You win with multiple tracks. To be able to come back into this game and take back some map control is the difference in net worth. It's starting to climb.
That second Oblivion staff is on the way for the Storm Spirit, but the Orchid's still not ready to go, and may provide enough disincentive for MVP not to go in, but never mind, they already jump on a solo, trying to finish him off immediately. A couple of crits and they might be able to get it, but no, the Winter's Curse gets laid out. Yes, the Winter Wyvern's down, but a really good snowball sets everything up with a Sonic Wave on top, and MVP Phoenix just crumble under the pressure of Vega Squadron as they go through 3 heroes and are now well set up to take that tier 1 tower. They kept Pasha alive, they kept the Darkseer alive as well. It seems these heroes are just spiraling out of control as they now take this tier 1 tower and maybe even put pressure on the tier 2 as well.
I think KP actually has to just YOLO for this and go for it. Because even if you're wrong, okay, he's a little bit too late, but even if you're wrong, you have to at least try to prevent it.
No,
Blinks in.
That was not the play. Blink forward to Chris. Immediately taken out. Oh, what a great vacuum into the Winter's Curse, controlling everyone. MVP Phoenix got a great pick off, but are now in serious trouble as now the Phantom Blades at the back is able to clean through a couple more heroes. 4 down and QO on the run. He's gonna try and buy a TP scroll for the side shot, but it's on cooldown. He can't even get back to his own base. MVP Phoenix are left with no defense now, as the middle lane is already pushed in, and Vega Squadron will go straight for that bottom lane of Rax. Relegates Phantom Assassin to a rather poor carry, so they're now set up to go for that tier 2 top lane. MVP Phoenix have to go all in, have to try and force something, and I love the fact that they're not just waiting and sitting back inside their base. They're gonna try and get the jump on Vega Squadron here.
They have to wait for the BKB though on QO. It's got 4 seconds left. He's gonna throw the dagger out and
jumps out now, Sonic Wave. QO already dropping quite low. The Shadow Grave goes off just in time. He now addresses, but the Winter's Curse played out. No one is just standing in the middle of all of this one up. Beast Solo is now dropping quite low, but the Cold Embrace kept him alive. MVP Phoenix have already dropped a few. QO is coming back for vengeance. Life number 2, but still can't grab anybody. Vega Squadron are managing to dodge all of this one, and MVP Phoenix actually call GG halfway through the fight because they can see the writing on the wall. Vega Squadron are just outplaying them every step of the way in these team fights, and not much hope for them in game number 1.
Yeah, if you're MVP Phoenix, I mean, that's clearly not how you wanted the game to go, but I think this was more of a drafting thing than anything. You saw the Cold Embrace pay off against a team, Mag, who hook shots him from downtown, and QO with the next death.
A great kill to get, which also maybe sets them up to take this tier 1 tower, but as I say that, March.
He's just a wall.
Yeah,
he
really
just doesn't move. He just continues to chase them.
Managed to have the Wisp. He's actually making the relocate play, but they already have the Black Hole on top of that. No one, he doesn't have the AoE damage to be able to finish off these heroes, and that means Warnuts gets off the Echo Slam before he dies. Solo, though, with the Shallow Grave is going to try and make the TP out. Does manage to get away. Ever Spirit bounces back, but is being pursued out by March. The Cogs will push back some of the MVP Phoenix. Pasha just needs to stay ahead of March, but the slowdown damage a little bit more, and the Quills is enough to be able to get him. KP, though, dropping lower and lower to Mag with the Blade Mail as well as the Battery Assault to manage to pick up that 1 kill. The true test, though, of the Bristleback is here. He's fighting up against 3 underneath a tier 2 tower, and he just doesn't seem to care. He's gonna go for Salmon Slayer, easily getting that one. He's dropping lower and lower, but now turns to fight no one. Look at the right click damage is there, but he now is gonna be kited around by the Malphus and finally will go down. QO comes in, he's got the Laguna Blade ready to go. He just needs some vision, but he won't be able to see anybody. Now turns to go for Solo. The Sonic Wave comes out, no one. He couldn't finish off either one. Femi now heals up QO. They'll go for the additional kill on Solo. Gets him. QO.
No one
stood
bites
up
back.
by the Malphus. No one with the buyback will be able to finish up 2. Mag making sure there's no escape for MVP Phoenix as they perhaps overextend themselves in that tier 2 tower.